biggest gacha crash out, volume 2. Okay. Let's get it.
To get serious.
Yeah. Yo, please make more. These are so funny, but do one where it's like legitimate. Yeah. Actually document every big crash out. Like, yeah. Run that shit back. Actually get all.
Listen here, OG, because I'm gonna make something real clear for you. Serious and this channel don't really go hand in hand. But
well, let's try it.
You know what? I'll make an exception this time. You want me to get
Oh shit. Okay, let's get it. Hey, for your hard work, homie, I'm gonna plug you early. Yo, I usually do this after the video. Dude, go like and subscribe. Unless it's shit, in which case we'll find out. Let's say.
You serious? Well, it takes 2 to tango. So in duo fashion, crash outs come in pairs. Yep. Let's look at the biggest crash outs in gacha. Volume 2.
Oh, woo! Okay.
The PvP edition.
Yep.
We're going to talk about a lot of things in this video that are already settled, whether for better or for worse. So, if you think I'm beating a dead horse right now.
Dude, biggest crash out in gacha. EO being unable to say, I fucked up on stream. Insane.
Dead horse.
Okay.
Yeah, I beat the brakes off that dead horse. Also, if anyone couldn't tell by my voice that I'm sick, yeah, I'm sick. So, bear with it. Mtashed and Tectone are 2 content creators who could be thought of as a few of the pioneers for the current gacha space. True. Some of the OG founding fathers of where the community has progressed or regressed to now. But
now, let me make one thing very clear. I am an OG of gacha. Okay, let's make that very clear. If you started your gacha content in Genshin Impact, you're not an OG. You're just not. Now you're an Hoyoverse OG, but you're not a gacha OG. All right, because when it goes to the Mount Rushmore of gacha gaming, here's faces. Here are the faces that would be on the forefront. My face, bigger than them all. Number 2, Lucari. Number 3, YDCB. Number 4, Vulcan. And that's how it goes. That's how it fucking goes, baby boy.
When you take the overly cautious hero and mix him with a blunt and brash tsundere, who will never admit that he's a tsundere.
Fuck you, I played gacha years before Genshin. All right, let's go and pull it up then. Yeah, so you streamed a little bit. You maybe streamed 5 hours a month, 2 hours a month. You really didn't start streaming until Genshin Impact came out. So sorry, buddy. You're not an OG. Just because you played it doesn't mean that you were it. Right? And right here, you're just not it, baby. You're just not. You barely touched shit until Genshin came out. You're a little Genshin baby, Fabi Wabi. You're a little Genshin frog. It's okay. Nothing to be ashamed of. But you didn't really do anything stream-wise until Genshin came out, man. What do you want me to say? Active days 1. Active days 1. Come on. Listen, man, Fob, you're a great guy now, but you're not part of the OGs. Yawn, I won't take this from a bunch of tourists. Yeah, you want to know why I'm a tourist, Fob? Because I got other shit to do in real life. Okay? Sorry for having a fucking social life, man. Sorry for trying to get my health together. Okay? I'm sorry that I have friends in real life. What do you want me to do? I do shit, man. I do shit. Let's continue.
You end up with a questionable relationship. See, Mtashed has already stated in the past that when talking to Tectone, he's treading on thin ice and moving carefully around him.
And I have been on eggshells for years.
On the other hand, Tectone,
not imposed by me, I'm a great guy,
has a tendency to let his words fly before his thoughts and ends up...
I do. It's bad. It is really bad. It is really bad. Imagine having a life. I need one. I know, Fob. Hey, don't worry. I'll see you at TwitchCon, though.
Saying things that he probably shouldn't or should otherwise just filter.
Sure.
Around the time Zenless Zone Zero released, there was a little disagreement between Tech.
But don't you think that makes life a little bit more fun? Is not being so calculated all the time and just saying, just letting shit fly. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's good.
And another content creator named Hex Juice. We'll save her for a little later. But after watching the live stream, many people in the community were on Hex's side and thought Tectone was abusing his position as a larger creator.
Yeah, and you know what all those people were who thought that? Fucking retarded. Okay? Dude, even Hex herself said it was a non-issue. Just relax, guys. Let's all calm down, okay? Just because chat thinks it doesn't make it true. All right? Can we all agree on that? Jesus Christ.
Of which people being Mtashed, who for whatever reason snapped and self-inserted himself into this little argument between Hex and Tectone. Now,
Tectone.
Tectone, who thought there was a certain level of trust or at least mutual respect between the two, also snapped after hearing these things. The two hopped in a call and they let the rage go.
Oh, Tectone himself. Hello.
Yeah, I'm being real. I'm not cool with you, bro. At all. 0%.
Me
I
neither.
don't want you to hold
Yeah,
a single
me neither.
punch. Say whatever the you want to say. I'm letting you know I'm beyond furious.
She doesn't.
I don't like seeing me actually be angry. I don't like seeing me actually angry. I was actually so pissed. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually so pissed. Oh, man. I thought I was abusing her.
You were.
Oh, so now you
You can
are
be
saying
friends.
I'm abusing her. Because
Okay,
before
let's-
you said you didn't say that.
Yeah,
But now
okay,
you're saying you are.
You're gonna post this in a video now saying.
No, I'm not posting on a
Mtashed,
video,
like,
Mtashed.
I'm manip- I'm
I have
manipulating
already
you.
messaged, and it's not true by yours because you're admitting to baiting me. This isn't a content.
Dude, shut the fuck up. You're trying to twist the whole fucking thing.
Am I? I kept my word, by the way. I never posted anything. I'm quite
guy.
literally saying what
You
has
know what?
happened. Okay.
I did not say you don't have a friendship with her. I said you were being an asshole to your friend.
And
it's not
when
the
she
same thing.
disagrees.
So twisting my words
When she
and saying,
disagrees.
oh, he thinks there's a
Not only was there a mutual crashing out, but a mutual falling out, as after that, Tectone and Mtashed don't seem to be on friendly terms anymore, at least not publicly. There's no
Oh, no, once again, let me make it very clear. I'm not gonna do shit with Mtashed ever again, but behind the scenes, like if I see him at TwitchCon, I'll say yo. Like, I don't care. But like, you gotta understand that there are certain people where I gotta understand that these people will react dangerously to maybe normal things that I'll say, just like other people probably feel that same way about me, right? And like for me, I try to limit myself to interacting with maybe I'm less sensitive than the normal human being, but perhaps sensitive people because I know they can react they can be ignited very easily. And not saying there's anything wrong with being sensitive. I know a lot of people take that as an insult, but I mean, I would argue that I'm not that sensitive. So perhaps a normal level of sensitivity. But yeah, I'm just not going to do content with them, right? Yeah, no, I'm good. That's pretty much just it. And that's all it is. Wait a second, Baldy. Lakari didn't play Gacha until post-Genshin release. That's cap.
knowing what goes on behind closed doors though. But as far as crashing out goes in PvP, Mtashed and Tectone are both offenders. Crash dummy. I
Yeah, but we still showed up here.
guess you could say.
That was a genuine feud though. Like that had like earthquake repercussions. We don't need to get into it. But yeah, that was a heated fucking day.
Zenless Zone Zero truly was a fighting game after all. Yo, what is wrong with me? Now, I said we'd speak on Hex Juice later, so I think now's a fitting time while it's still fresh. Hex Juice is brash, blunt, maybe a bit short-tempered, and very hot-headed, but all
One guy called her emotional. One guy said emotional. But anyways.
things considered, I love it. Now let it be known,
Yeah,
Hex
Hex is
Juice is
great.
one of my favorite people in the gacha space, but I'm gonna put bias aside for this entry.
Does she still stream? I swear to God, I have not seen her in forever. Does she still do shit? I have not seen her around in forever. Yeah, she does. I should probably message her. Let's continue.
By letting you know off rip that Hex Juice, despite being one of the newer up-and-coming creators around here, is still one of the biggest repeat offenders of Crashout syndrome. Now, keeping in the PvP theme, let's narrow down a little bit to one of Hex Juice's most infamous dramas, and one that many of you likely found her through. Tao, or Yelan Slave Tao, is somebody maybe a bit deranged. I'd be a hypocrite to press him on it though, because when it comes to trolling, you have no idea how far or long I'll commit to a bit. And I think Tao's someone who was somewhat funny and had potential, but his execution is just atrocious.
Nah, I think the guy's a creep. Yeah, I feel like there's a certain line between person who's trolling and just a genuine fucking schizo. And yeah, he definitely lands in the schizo aisle.
See, he made a creator smash tier list, which is kinda weird, not gonna lie. In said video, he said the following about Hex Juice.
Okay, just looks like your standard, normal, completely original Genshin YouTube channel that's definitely not using the faces and names of larger content creators to boost her own viewership because she knows she can't get nearly as much by herself.
Now, Hex didn't take lightly to that at all. Honestly, I understand why, because compared to the rest of the video, this specific portion felt a little bit malicious. It would obviously be fair if Hex used to be upset after having her content spat on and being reduced to glazing, while she herself was just reduced to, well, female. Hex responded, then Tao made a couple disingenuous apologies, then he got called out by VXV Fiction and Tectone Live. In his defense, even if you have a strong opinion on something, being put on the spot, especially in hostile territory, will make some people choke and fumble their words. But in the case of Tao, he just wouldn't apologize. Even if you don't feel wrong about what you said, you should feel bad about upsetting somebody else, right? Well,
nah, I don't know about that. I think it depends on your intention. If you truly show remorse, if you intentionally provoked someone and then you regret that, then I do think an apology is necessary. Now, if you do it accidentally and you think they're taking offense and being overly sensitive, then no, you don't have to apologize. I think this was definitely more so a scenario of Tao was being a bitch, intentionally trying to provoke someone and showing his true colors by not showing his remorse due to the fact that, well, he faked an apology 3 fucking times. And I feel like he kind of outed himself as a fucking weirdo. But yeah, I mean, I think an apology would have been cool, but I think it's even better that the guy just doesn't fucking exist anymore, right? I feel like that's the happy ending now.
no, because after a countless cycle of crashing out from Hex Juice during this time, as well as Tao during the time, the drama more or less ended with him simply being excommunicated. He's since gone inactive, and I don't know or really care why, but as far as PvP goes, this was the first PvP crash out that initially gave Hex Juice a big break, even though I was too lazy to go find the proper clips because they're borderline gone. Hex Juice and Tao, certified crash outs.
I feel like Tao crashed out there. I feel like Hex didn't, right? What I consider a crash out to be is not an emotional outrage, but more so a emotional blunder that ended their career, right? That is what I consider a crash out, absolutely, or at least severely negatively affected their career or a platform.
Next crash out actually has a more appealing and satisfying conclusion, at least to some degree. Soul of the OG was a former miner and was strictly a Genshin Impact content creator.
Like, this one is a crash out, bro. This one was bad. Former miners remember.
They're making content on said game ranging anywhere from guides to discussions to other videos he just liked making. His content was pretty informative and he clearly put a lot of thought into it rather than just brainless talking. But as with most Genshin dramas, Tectone did something that set somebody else off. In this case, Tectone brought onto his stream a smaller content creator who also happened to be a former miner named Flip. That stream exhibited to the people why Flip is a YouTuber and not a streamer.
I don't like the way he phrased that. I think I'm a great guy, personally. I think I'm a great guy.
Lose his words and thoughts as Tectone pressed him, and Soul didn't really like that. So Soul, seeing himself as a better speaker than Flip, called out Tectone and ended up going on stream himself. It wasn't bad at first, but it just got worse and worse as the minutes passed.
Tectone, I guess I can follow you.
I forgot how goofy this dude sounded, bro. I forgot how goofy this guy sounded, man. Hearing that voice is just, oh man, it fucking kills me. Man, it brings me back.
Logic. They're not going to do what they don't want to do.
Thanks.
Do you like talking about meta? Do you want to talk about meta?
No, I thought we weren't talking about meta.
Oh my fucking god.
I thought we were talking about quitting the game.
We're talking about meta players versus casual players literally right now. What are you talking about?
Are you okay?
No, I'm having to listen to this bullshit, man. Of course I'm not okay. What do you mean? No, I get this worked up over talking with idiots, man. This is insufferable.
Oh,
what do you
name
what
calling?
about?
You said no name calling. Do you think my wife left me because I didn't play meta in Genshin Impact?
When did I even remotely imply that?
Well, I'm just asking. You know, I mean,
You're asking something stupid.
You don't like
how is that relevant?
You don't like how much I don't respect meta players.
Oh really? Do you want to die? You want to die on the hill that you said you don't respect meta players?
Are you threatening me? I'll have you know, I'm a former miner, man. You can't talk to me like that.
When did I threaten you? Can you quit?
You
No,
said you would die.
Quit spouting bullshit.
It eventually became nothing more
little bit of trolling here. We do a little bit of trolling. We do a little bit of trolling here. You know, we goof around. We goof around a little bit, just a little bit. Yeah, you know, maybe I just have a way to make people just a little bit upset. Hey, content creators and chat alike, somehow I really know how to get underneath people's skin. For better or for worse, who's to say? But yeah, we do a little bit of trolling here.
More than Soul slinging insults one way and Tectone throwing taunts back. It was nothing more than Tectone
Dude, the gonna cry is insane!
Soul slinging insults one way and Tectone throwing taunts back.
Gonna cry? Oh, so good. That shit was cinema.
It was nothing more than Tectone content farming somebody who was extremely angry and passionate. Eventually, Soul rage quit and just abruptly left the stream, but the damage to his image had already been done by then, considering how much bigger than him Tectone was. And yet somehow—
Nah, it wasn't because of that. It's because I made bro look like a dumbass. Straight up, bro. It was not due to size at all. Bro made himself look retarded. Straight up. Bro thought he was so hard. Right? People were calling them, because here's the thing, man. If you go against me, you will get the support of the Tectone antis. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Tectone antis out there. He had that whole army. And then they were like, I don't know if we want this guy to be our leader. And they dipped the fuck out hard because the first time he streamed on YouTube, he used to stream to 80 people, right? When he was going against me, he went from 80 viewers to 1,300, guys. 1,300. That's how many people will be there if you say Tectone bad. It's great. It's great. Why do you think so many people farm that shit on stream? It's great.
This entry isn't about Soul versus Tectone, because as you see, Soul has a brother named Solo who decided to hop into the drama and get a little bit of farming of his own. Soul was angered by that because he had told Solo not to jump into a situation and further antagonize him in a setting where he was already seeing himself as the underdog. Tectone liked Solo and did not like Soul. Intentional or not, Tectone brought Solo onto a live stream.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. Solo been kind of base lately on Twitter. I ain't gonna cap. I think Solo's in his best arc ever. Although I did hear he's going through some hardships right now. And I hope that those go great. I hope that things are good for him. But yeah. I'm excited for him to come back, man. His videos have been great.
That set Soul off, as he wasn't only being seen as the antagonist, but now his own family was being turned against him. Skip a few filler arcs and Solo decided to start streaming. When not long into his streaming career, Soul did this. You know what? Actually, I changed my mind about showing that clip. Online beefing and drama don't really work with me, so I'm not even gonna bother with this one. I have no issue with Soul personally, so I'm not gonna villainize him like that. If you want lore, I made 2 videos on it in the past. Go check out the channel. If you want the clip—
Good plug. The clip is Soul bashing into Solo's room, some of his furniture falling down, and then Soul berating Solo until he cried. Yeah, that's the clip.
Go get it yourself, you feel me? Without showing the clip, it displays Soul entering Solo's room mid-stream, yelling at him, slamming his door, and in turn knocking some of his things over and making him cry. Skip a few more arcs, now we've got Soul crying as well. By now I see it as no more than 2 brothers butting heads and them having it escalated by the fact that they made it all public. They're better—
True! Misplay! Big misplay!
now, both still doing their thing, but while the drama was in its prime, Soul of the OG—
What do you mean they're still doing their thing? No, they're not. Oh, okay. He's made 2 videos this month. Oh, okay. Sick. All right, great. We have a great video to watch after this, guys.
certified crashed them.
Yep.
Good lord, this video's getting long. I had a few
It's
more
great,
entries,
right?
but now I'm only doing 1 more. Among all the dramas and crashouts in the gacha space, there's one that stands atop the rest. There is one that involved more creators than any other, and there is one that single-handedly altered the trajectory of gacha content creation. The most notorious yet glorious, dirty yet sturdy. As a wise man named Mugen once said, bloodiest drama the gacha game scene has
Yes,
ever
sir!
featured on.
Good
Also on
times,
the Genshin
baby!
Impact Injustice League versus Tectone and the Gacha Legion of Doom. This was
I really do hope something like that happens again. Because the community was never more united when we had a common enemy. And that's why I feel like I did a great thing for Genshin Impact content creators is I gave them all a person to hate. And they had their little clique and they would play their little Minecraft and they would have their little fun, right? But now, I mean, who do we hate? Me? I'm a great guy. We all know I'm a great guy. You know, we need more big guys in the Gachaverse.
The Gacha Civil War with the Allies
This shit
versus
was
the
awesome.
Axis. Now it's hard to focus on a singular crash out among the lot because during this time period there were many. In fact, some of the previously mentioned crash outs in this video were during the era of the Great Gacha War.
Oh,
From
yeah.
Enviosity to Tectone to
I should be the only motherfucker getting praised.
especially Asian Guy's Street. This truly was a bloody mess. The ultimate loser as a result though had to be Atsu, whose crash out led to his doom. He lost respect, credibility, his fan base, his own personal life, all in the time span of a few months. Atsu lost it all. He made tweet after tweet, document after document, video after video. No
You know what really sucks about the Atsu drama? Is that I still know that there's two mega supervillains that really need exposing. And I know that he's the one that should do it. I'm not going to do it. It's not my place to do it. But there's still two mega supervillains that have done so much fucked up shit, it's ridiculous.
Nothing worked in his favor as his mask had already been cracked and darkness brought to the light. He was completely and utterly at the mercy of his ops, except that his crashing out went even further as instead of turning to what allies he had left, he threw them under the bus and created even more enemies.
True.
A man who crashed out due to being isolated thought the best course of action would be to further isolate himself.
True.
In the Great Gacha World War, there were winners and losers alike on both sides, but nobody took a bigger hit than Asian Guy Street, one of Gacha's biggest crash outs. Alright, no more. I hate being serious. Sarcasm's in my blood. Who else are some of Gacha's most notorious crash outs? And I hope I don't have to spin back for a part 3 anytime soon in the future. I'ma catch y'all boys.
Dude, such a good fucking video. Such a good fucking video, man. Yo, Blazing. Good shit, homie. Never forget